Welcome back to Good Morning La Land. It is Wealth Wednesday, and no better way to start than with Skinny Bitch Kitchen. We have Tiffany Fiedler in the house. We're so excited to meet you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I love your pizza.
First of all, this pizza has taken over LA.
Yes.
It's taken over Instagram.
People are
If you
addicted.
haven't seen the most instant pizza box in the planet, it's Skinny Bitch Pizza.
Right.
Where did this all start for you?
It all started because, well, I love pizza. And then I actually became gluten-free about 5 or 6 years ago. I was getting really bad psoriasis and just realized I had a gluten intolerance. So I stopped eating things like pizza for, years and really missed it. And all the gluten-free options here, weren't great.
So it's cauliflower
It's
crust?
cauliflower crust with a blend of gluten-free flours.
Ooh.
And then just kind of knowing, all my girlfriends, we kind of like to shave calories on every little,
Anywhere we can, let's be
exactly,
honest.
from the sauce to the cheese. And, we don't use red meat. We use turkey pepperoni and turkey bacon. And I think any girl, if you had that option, you're going to go for the slightly less calories. So.
I will say, hand on heart, it was the most enjoyable pepperoni I've had my whole life. Honest to God,
you
because
can't
one,
tell.
I didn't feel guilty about it. I actually felt good about eating the pizza, and I had fun. And I really am just so grateful that you've created a product that is guilt-free for us girls, especially here in LA.
And guys.
Yeah,
All my pizza. I was not a believer, I will tell you. But yes.
But I mean, really, you've created something very special in that we do get to treat ourselves without feeling the guilt. And we get to honor our dietary restrictions without staying,
Right. And it still tastes like pizza, so it's not, these like really, really healthy cauliflower pizzas that I think you're not getting that fix.
So today, obviously, we're talking about Wealth Wednesday, and you've built, a really cool brand here. And I looked on your website, it says delivery only. So what does that mean? How do you do it out of your home? Where do you do it?
No, so we have a kitchen right by USC, and it's a delivery only kitchen, so there's no front of house. And it's shared with a bunch of other brands that are there. And so, it's a much smaller investment, obviously, to just rent a kitchen. And I think part of that low investment, lower stakes, we were able to take a higher risk of saying, I want it to be pink, I want it to be gluten-free, I want it to target women. And, if it fails, then, fine, we'll try another brand or we'll try another concept, but using just kind of the delivery only part of it.
So obviously, building assets, we're talking about like your team also. How do you know like when someone is an asset versus, because I'm sure you work with all people and you're like, someone's like, yeah, not so much. This person's not that easy to work with.
Right.
Like how do you know someone's going to be an asset for your team?
Well, with Skinny Bitch, I think the brand is really fun, and there's a lot there, but it doesn't register for everyone, and I don't expect it to. But I think the employees that we have, they are our biggest fans, and they love the brand, and I can see them get upset if the pizza isn't made right or if a customer is unhappy. Like they really, really care because they really love the brand, and I think that's the key, is really finding somebody that is your advocate, that feels that passion the same way that you do.
So true.
So of course, building a really strong team is very important. What would you say, what else is extremely important to building a successful business? Is there anything that you would identify as like the most important thing you just have to do if you want to build a successful business?
I think you have to be incredibly passionate about whatever it is you decide to get behind, because you have to have that endurance. So what is fueling you every day? Because there's so much work to be done. So you have to have something in there that's kind of pinging you.
I think that's so overlooked. It's so easy to tell people, oh, follow your bliss. And it just sounds like a cliche. But the truth is you have to follow your bliss because you cannot maintain or sustain longevity doing something you hate or just kind of like.
Right, and it speaks to, passion and love. When you love something, you can't help but be obsessed with it. Yeah. And it kind of, it's kind of pinging you in the head like that Energizer bunny that just keeps going. And it's the one thing I think we can all, as human beings, rely on is, what we love.
So Skinny Bitch being a startup, your startup, what's been your biggest milestone this far?
I think the 1-year anniversary, we launched May 10th last year.
Wow.
So hitting May 10th this year felt like a huge milestone, especially in the restaurant business. It's tough, to last even just a year.
Congratulations.
So I think for us, just that 1-year birthday for Skinny Bitch was really, really
So
cool.
what's your greatest marketing way? Like, what have you had the best results from?
It's social media. I mean, Instagram is really where I think we kind of drive the
look at
most
this.
traffic.
This is like Instagrammable.
Yeah.
That's
like,
how I was introduced to Skinny Bitch.
Yeah.
My mom was like, have you seen this? Your Instagram. And I was like, I am ordering it today.
Yeah, and it's where we really talk to our customers, and they like to, boomerang the box or just, Insta story it. And so I actually get to see our customers, which not having a front of house, that's sort of where I get to see, service in a way of, how customers are reacting, and it's fun. It's kind of where we communicate.
Okay, so what's your mission? What is your Skinny Bitch vision?
We want to paint the world pink. That's really the
that's
mission.
cute.
I think.
That's super cute.
I mean, I love pizza. I think a lot of people love pizza, and this is just kind of how we want to share it.
I love that. I try to wear my rose-colored glasses every day, but that's going to help a lot. I'm telling you, a whole lot.
We need a photo.
For
Yeah,
sure.
totally.
So obviously,
ambassador.
what's the website? Just say it aloud.
It's
Oh
skinnybitchpizza.com.
my gosh, that's so cool.
Super easy to
That's
remember.
so rad. It's such a great concept. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys for having me.
Stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right back.